Speak. You made your vote, you think it count? The check you cash and shit then bounce. Egg prices really high. Damn. You worried about it, look to the sky. Damn. Praying by your bed at night. Damn. The pressure's on, the shit is tight. Damn. Your life is wrong, you living right. Damn. You wanna leave it all tonight. Nobody can help you now. Don't try to call out now. You screaming, begging, asking please. Yeah, while praying down on your knees. It won't make a bit of difference. It won't make a bit of difference. Think you safe, think you fine. Yeah, lose your sanity, lose your mind. It won't make a bit of difference. It won't make a bit of difference. You think you safe, think you fine. Lose your sanity, lose your mind. Struggling through the land. Yeah. There's wars going on in the sand. Yeah. Over in the motherland. Damn. Where God used to walk, man. Damn. Jews is mad, Arabs too. Yeah. They killing children, what we do. Yeah. They shoot us up at the school. Damn. They all out there breaking rules. Yeah. They don't give a damn no more. Yeah. They not even trying to look at the score. No. Killing everywhere. Yeah. Goddamn, nobody cares. It won't make a bit of difference. Yeah. Yeah. It won't make a bit of difference. Yeah. Yeah. Think you safe, think you fine. You think. Lose your sanity, lose your mind. Yeah. It won't make a bit of difference. Yeah. It won't make a bit of difference. Yeah. You think you safe, think you fine? Lose your sanity, lose your mind.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy OMD 300, and this is the Corner Store Podcast.
Let's go.
It is a little before 12 noon right here on the West Coast in the beautiful San Fernando Valley. It is your boy, and welcome to the Corner Store Podcast. We live. It is December the 30th, 2025. A lot of crazy things going on in the world right now. So much so that I have to have a podcast and I got to talk about it. So without further ado, before we get started, I'd like to welcome sponsors that I'm now a part of. Corner Store Television is sponsored by Dubby Energy Drinks. That's DUBBY, Dubby Energy Drinks. Make sure to go to their website. Also, you can go to the community page, or the easiest thing to do is go to my Instagram at Corner Store Television on Instagram, and you'll see the link. They'll provide you with all of the resources, all of the stuff that they sell. Wonderful, wonderful product. I'd also like to welcome LegalZoom. A representative of LegalZoom reached out to me and told me that their services were being offered and they wouldn't mind me being somebody that represents their brand. LegalZoom.com. If you're looking for legal representation, let me pull this up really quickly. Let's see here. I think I might have passed it. Yeah. I wish she could have sent me the link a different way. But Sonia Ingersoll dot legal shield, not legal Zoom. My apologies. Legal shield, not legal Zoom. My bad. Legal shield. And her name is Sonia Ingersoll. And she's an associate with Legal Shield. And I'm gonna have to get with her to send me this link so I can put it on my community page. And yeah, Legal Shield is down with Corner Store Television now, as well as W Energy Drinks. Welcome them to what we're trying to do. So I'm really really proud to have those two companies involved with Corner Store TV. Good companies too. We wanted to get be involved with people who were really cool and were providing a real cool not only product but service if it was service industry related. So Shield, Legal Shield is the name of the company. I may have said on the other episode the other day the wrong name, which is not cool. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you saying that you represent them and they represent you, uh, and in that efforts. So with that said, welcome them. Hey, Corner Store TV, man. I couldn't be more proud to have a channel on YouTube to where we not only entertain, we inform people. And the things that are going on right now are pretty wild. I have a son that's in the military, so it's very important for me to follow what's going on, especially under the in the situation we have in regards to the guy who's running this or supposedly running this country. So, I mean, bro is liable to do anything. So, with that said, here is
Here's Democratic Senator
some stuff that's going on
Like sugar.
in regards to that. Here's some stuff that's going on in regards to that. This is the latest news. This is the latest news right here, as of yesterday. But it all relates to today. So check this out. Let me make sure I'm ready for it.
It's December 29th, 2025. Here are the latest updates. Trump has been spouting Russian propaganda all morning. Just the day after Trump's meeting with Zelensky, Putin lied and told Trump that Ukraine attacked his residence. Trump, of course, decided to believe Putin, spreading the lie without bothering to actually look into the facts, and then slammed Ukraine, saying that he's glad he didn't provide Ukraine with any additional aid. Trump then met with Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu, where he lied and claimed that Biden did not get any hostages home. In reality, President Biden secured the release of 138 hostages, far more than Trump. Trump also said that he and Netanyahu have brought peace to the Middle East and claimed that he and Netanyahu would, quote, straighten out Gaza and rebuild it together. Meanwhile, the Iranian president says that Iran is now at total war with the United States, Israel, and Europe. China launched live fire drills around Taiwan on Monday, threatening Taiwan against any push for independence. North Korea says it fired long-range strategic cruise missiles into the sea to test the country's nuclear deterrence. Trump also claimed in a radio interview that the U.S. carried out a land strike inside Venezuela, taking out a big facility as part of his attacks. He provided no additional information. The White House and the CIA have refused to comment further, and Marjorie Taylor Greene says that Trump screamed at her when she said that she wanted to work with Epstein survivors to release the names of Epstein's associates, yelling, quote, "My friends will get hurt." We'll keep bringing you all the news, spread the word, and follow for more.
So that's what we're dealing with. That's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a dude. We're on the brink of war, man. We're about to start a fight with a small country, Venezuela. Who would have thunk that? That used to be a place where motherfuckers would go vacation, believe it or not. But they're about to start a fight with a country of that size to steal from them. And they're back in Israel, but then we got another fight going on with the Rus. It's crazy, bro. I don't know what the hell's going on. I know one thing: this dude is about to drive this country into the fucking ground, bro. This shit crazy. Price is so high at the store. I mean, you go in there, man, and you get a few things. You be having to put shit back and shit. And that's what motherfuckers is making halfway decent little money. You got to put shit back, bro. Nah, man. It's crazy. You end up having to either choose this or that, either eat or not, or some type shit. Paying your bills is like paying mortgages. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to pay $500-$600 light bills because it's so hot and man, that shit crazy. Because I live in the valley. It be hot out here in the valley in California. And in the summertime, you better run that shit. If you don't run that shit, your ass is gonna fry. Tell you. And you better have AC in every room because them fans do not work in the bedrooms and shit. If you ain't got no AC in there, your ass will sweat like a motherfucker in there. You go sleep on your couch in the living room. That's how fucking bad things are right now. And you to buy a little window AC to add to your shit. Now remember, you buy the AC, it's gonna be like $300-$400, right? Well, shit, say you get the motherfucking AC, guess what? Now your bill gonna triple because you got two ACs running the motherfucker. Most people will say, well, if you run the one in the living room when you in the living room and you go to the bedroom, turn the one in the living room off and run that one. Man, shit don't matter, man. It's all still gonna be high. Your bill's still gonna be high on the motherfucker. So you're fighting a losing battle, man. You're fighting a losing battle, and then you got these people, these banks. They done cut off everything. Banks don't have to not take your money and go invest it in risky investments no more. They didn't cut that. They roll back that regulation. You could lose your whole fucking investment. You could lose your whole fucking investment. All of your 401ks, all that shit could be gone. If a fucking bank fuck up somewhere, invest in some bullshit or you know what I'm saying? They could invest in some real estate and then the real estate crash. Your 401k is gone now. I mean, FDIC is in place. They even roll back regulations on FDIC. You fuck around and not even get your money. There is no motherfucking protections no more. FDIC protections. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this Corner Store podcast is about. When I'm on here, I'm talking about some real shit, or I'm talking to a guest. It might be entertainment. It might be entertainment structured that day, depending on what the guest is about. But more or less, I'm just it's opinions and news at this point. It's news like this. Motherfuckers need to be hearing this shit.
Former Special Counsel Jack Smith has told a congressional committee his team found proof beyond a reasonable doubt that President Trump engaged in, quote, a criminal scheme to overturn the results of the 2020 election. That's according to parts of his opening statement obtained by NBC News. Smith testified for 8 hours before the House Judiciary Committee yesterday during a closed-door deposition. What's more, Smith said his team turned up, quote, powerful evidence that...
What the fuck? I don't know why the Bluetooth turned off. That was weird. That shit turned off like a motherfucker. Why?
After the high-stakes meeting at Mar-a-Lago, President Trump and Israeli Prime Minister
what the
Netanyahu.
fuck happened? Hold on a second. This shit just turned off. The fuck is going on? We had a crash. We had an equipment crash real quick. Hold on. I think we connect. Yeah, now we good. I don't know what happened right there.
On phase 2 of the ceasefire agreement in Gaza amid new concerns about Iran. The president also...
Hold on. That's too early. Let me run back this other story real quick.
Former special counsel Jack Smith has told a congressional committee his team found proof beyond a reasonable doubt that President Trump engaged in, quote, a criminal scheme to overturn the results of the 2020 election.
What the fuck?
That's according to parts of his opening statement obtained by NBC News. Smith testified for 8 hours before the House Judiciary Committee yesterday during a closed-door deposition. What's more, Smith said his team turned up, quote, powerful evidence that showed Trump willfully retained highly classified documents after he left office in January 2021, storing them at his social club, including in a bathroom and ballroom where events and gatherings took place. Smith said in his testimony that while he is responsible for having made the decisions to charge Trump in both the election subversion and the classified documents cases, the basis for those charges, quote, rests entirely with President Trump and his actions as alleged in the indictments returned by grand juries in 2 different districts. For his part, Smith had wanted to testify in a public setting, but both House Republicans refused to accommodate his request. And I think yesterday, Joe, we found out why from what we've heard.
Well, of course, this is where the dog catches the car.
This shit crazy. So this motherfucker done cheated to win this election, bro. And it makes sense because he was getting his ass whooped. And then all of a sudden, he just turned around and the numbers start going his way and shit. This shit crazy, bro. I don't even know what to do, what to say, more or less, about what's been going on in this country, bro. It's like most of us are really powerless. Everybody will say, you see what's been happening to protesters when they even go peacefully protest, bro. They've made a mantra now where they'll put cameras out there and send the cops to come out and start whooping on people. And then people gonna fucking react. I mean, I throw a brick at a motherfucker. Why are you doing that? We just walking. I understand what you're saying about move away. And most of the people pretty much complies. These motherfuckers is not, you know what I'm saying? This shit turns into a police state. And whoever got the money is the one that's going to be dictating everything. So it really is a fight for people's life and livelihood. That's on everything I love. It's really a fight for everything and everybody's livelihood. Because these people don't care, bro. These people do not care, man. It made me sad to even talk about it. I'm really kind of phasing out because when I listen to these stories, when I'm going through my day-to-day, out and about and everything, and I see stuff and I see how people living, I see the homeless on the street. I see people walking with their kids. Some of them look like they're doing okay. Some of them don't look that great. I see people on the bus stop. I look at people's faces. I look at people's reaction. I look to see if people happy. And I don't see happiness, man. I see a lot of sadness out there. A lot of sadness. More sadness than I ever could really expect to be out there. You know what I'm saying? We living in some really rough times, man. I don't think a lot of people know that there's a higher power you could call upon. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, even when you do call on God, a lot of what happens is it'll make you break down. It'll make you cry, not break down and you know what I'm saying? It'll make you get that shit out when you go pray. Because when you really pray, you tell it like it is. You tell the truth, how you feeling. You really pray. So I don't think a lot of people are doing that. I think a lot of people try to confide in other human beings about what's happening. And that's the reason why we got people like that love Trump and all this. They're not living with their heart and through their real love of God. Because if they did, they really pray. Real prayer would tell them what's going on and make them see for real, for real. But I don't think people want to see for real because they really got, If you got hatred in your heart, true hatred, like you say, yo, I love God, everything, but I hate blacks. You ain't gonna never talk to God for real. I don't hate white people. I say it sometimes. I'll be saying, damn, I hate white. I'll catch myself saying some stupid shit like that. But I really don't truly hate anyone. I hate what I see. I hate them. I hate for a race of people who control everything, have head starts and put their boot up. If you white today and you never had a slave and never been around, and you say, well, I ain't never had a slave, I ain't never did this, you have to know ancestrally somewhere in your family, somebody owned them motherfuckers, man. For real. You have to know that somewhere in your family lineage, somebody owned a slave if you a Caucasian person. Just that fact alone should tell you how you should feel about it. You should be like, that shit was fucked up, what people that look like me did to them. I have a lot of contrition for that. You just saying that is enough. If every one of y'all just said that, it would just be such a big, you know what I'm saying, really mean it though. Not say it for no on-camera glorification or self-gratification, none of that shit. Mean it. And your words have to mean the same as the actions. If the country was to deem that we supposed to get reparated, you shouldn't be mad about it. It's not gonna bother nothing. They will take billions of dollars and get that shit away for nothing, just on some bullshit. They could have been reparated black people. We wouldn't have fucking scratched the surface of the United States budget or economy. It wouldn't have. They say it will, only to make people scared to actually want to make this shit right. Make it right. Make it right. Some whites would argue because they believe inherently in their heart, which is a lie, that black people are criminal to their core. If you were to reparate them and give to certain people money, they would use that to build criminal empires. What do you think white people have done? What do you think? Any company that started in this country from, especially like an alcohol baron, how do you think Hennessy got started? Hennessy, there is some bloodshed that's happened in the creation of Hennessy, in vodka and all these different spirit companies. Somebody's died behind them motherfuckers being where they are today. A lot of companies that started in this country, people have died so that company could thrive. A lot of criminal shit that happened in all of these companies, all of them. Man, this place is a fucking walking contradiction. The United States of America is the type of, if you had to equate America as a thing or person, I could equate America. I can equate America at being the uncle that sent you to college, but he was a real piece of shit and he used to beat you up and shit when you was growing up. You know what I'm saying? He paid for your college, but he used to beat you up and abuse the shit out of you. Man, I don't know. I'm feeling kind of melancholy today. I would be lying if I said I felt I feel positive as far as the outlooks for me. I guess if I feel good about me, everything else is gonna be okay in the United States. Or maybe I won't even be in the US. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know. To be honest with you, my dream, as far as business, my dream is to take Corner Store Television and turn it into an actual TV network, even if it's on a small scale, even if it's only on a Fire Stick or Fire TV or Amazon TV, even if it's only on a small scale. I would love for, what's happening, Thurman, man? I ain't seen you in a while. North Carolina in the building. What's good, bro, man? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being in the live chat. It's definitely appreciated, man. Welcome back. You should have been here yesterday, man. I had a really, really nice live stream. There was a lot of cool people in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling, man. Thank you, man. It's all good. It's all good right here. I'm just talking, man. Been kind of this episode of Corner Store Podcast kind of been. I ain't depressed at all, but I am kind of sad about all the shit going on. Plus, my son is in the Navy, and this motherfucker Trump just attacked Venezuela. My son's in that fucking in that task force they got you know what I'm saying, out there, that blockade, I'll say, off the coast of Venezuela. My son's not too far from that. His ship is a freighter. He resupplies, you know, them fucking ships out there with his ship, you know what I'm saying? So they be busting their ass out there. He is not happy. I mean, he ain't, you know, he's doing his duty, of course. He's a good sailor, but he ain't happy about being out there. The reasons that they out there, they all know. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. Yo, but check this out. Listen to this, bro. Listen to this. I'm going to play the rest of this sound right here.
The last thing Republicans want, the very last thing they want on this issue is for Jack Smith to testify publicly. Because Jack Smith is not Alvin Bragg. Jack Smith's charges do not depend on the twisting of the law in strange ways, making misdemeanors felonies.
Right.
Jack Smith doesn't conduct an investigation the way Fannie Willis conducted her investigation, and Trump knows it. Mm-hmm. Jack Smith has the goods. So it seems to me Republicans in the House should be smart enough to understand that they don't want to catch this runaway truck, because if the dog catches the truck, that is bad news for the Republicans.
Yeah.
It's bad news for Donald Trump. And it blows to bits their lie about this investigation. They want no part of this. They're scared to death. They're scared to death of Jack Smith being in front of a microphone testifying publicly about what he has. And so they need to just shut up and go away on this issue, because they're not going to like where it ends up for the Republican Party. They don't want the truth out there, because if they...
What he's talking about is the fact that Donald Trump, this last election, they just so-called won, and by the slimmest of margins, too. A lot of people don't realize it was only a few 100,000 votes, maybe like 3, that he won in the Electoral College to, you know, which the Electoral College is the biggest bullshit ever. The popular vote was always the standard up until a certain point. I don't remember the date when they started that, but because really all the states, a lot of states, they're voting for no reason at all. People are going out and voting for no reason at all. The popular vote is still counted. The popular vote is still counted, but that is not the vote that decides the president. The Electoral College is the vote that decides the president. And that vote, guess what, America? That vote is only in about 5 or 6 states. States that are rural in a motherfucker, like Pennsylvania, I believe, is the Electoral College vote, Delaware, shit like that. They did that for a reason, because they really want middle America white people to be the people that decide who the president is. Now, with that said, even with those states being the way that they are, presidents have still won. Like a black president it has still won. You know, Barack Obama. That meant that they really wanted change at that particular time, and also they wanted change this time with having I can't even think, Kamala Harris become president. She actually won that election, which I thought she did. But then it came out that he won. I remember leaving the little channel where they had the voting going on. When I got back, and he had overwhelmingly won the shit, I was like, damn, she got her ass whooped. I mean, he got the 212, and that number is so fucking vital. It's crazy. Why the fuck did they change the rules? Well, they changed the rules so they could be able to rig it easier. Now, ask yourself, when somebody says, Like, you remember back in the day, if somebody stole something, the first person who blamed it on somebody usually is the person who stole the shit. Or if, like, in the house, oh man, I think somebody stole my wallet. If you tell that to a certain person, they be like, damn, for real? That's crazy. Somebody stole your, you know what? To be honest with you, I did see so-and-so in that room. If they do some shit like that, most people don't do that. They be like, damn, I hope you look. I mean, what the fuck? But if they suggest somebody did it, they most likely stole your shit or at least know what happened to it. So it's the same thing with the Trump shit. When he lost, what did he holler? Oh, it's rigged. It's rigged. It's rigged. When a motherfucker says that like that, you know they into rigging shit. If not, they tried to rig it then, it didn't work. So now you gonna say it's rigged. That's, remember, he's been taught that's what he's supposed to say by that Cohen lawyer that used to be his lawyer. Never admit defeat. Always reverse shit. You know what I'm saying? Trump, if he could, one thing about Trump is if he's a homosexual, he gonna say, I hate homosexuals. That's the kind of motherfucker he is. Have you seen this dude's son lately? The big tall kid, Barron Trump. Did you see him recently? That motherfucker is like 6'9". I'm gonna tell you something right now. Barron Trump is the Antichrist. I'm gonna say it right now. I don't give a damn. That motherfucker is the Antichrist. Look at him. He looked like the Omen. Go look at the cover of the Omen, Damien 3 and shit. Go look at that. I'm gonna tell you right now, that motherfucker, if he put that mask on and wear that suit like he wore the other day when he was waving at the crowd and go stand in the woods, you think it was Slender Man out there, motherfucker. All right, man. This world is crazy. It's creepy. It's weird. It's sinister. And it's just not, man. It's just not the business right now. This man got us on the brink of war out here. This man has us on the brink of war. Listen to this.
Now to the high-stakes meeting at Mar-a-Lago. President Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu on phase 2 of the ceasefire agreement in Gaza amid new concerns about Iran. The president also pressed about that new attack in Venezuela, saying the U.S. took out a big facility. ABC's senior White House correspondent Selena Wang is in West Palm Beach.
Tonight, standing with Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu, President Trump vowing the rebuilding of Gaza will begin as quickly as we can, but only if Hamas disarms.
They're going to be given a very short period of time to disarm, but if they don't disarm, as they agreed to do, they agreed to it, and then they'll be held to pay for them, and we don't want that.
Israel says it won't withdraw more troops from Gaza until Hamas disarms. Trump pushing back when asked if Netanyahu is stalling.
Israel's lived up to the plan 100%.
The president also amping up his threats to Iran just months after the U.S. bombed 3 Iranian nuclear facilities. Iran's president now saying the country is in a full-scale war with the U.S., Israel, and Europe. Trump today warning the Iranians not to rebuild their nuclear program.
Now I hear that Iran is trying to build up again, and if they are, we're going to have to knock them down. We'll knock them down. We'll knock the hell out of them, but hopefully that's not happening.
Selena Wang joining us now from West Palm Beach. And Selena, the president making news on another front tonight, saying the U.S. has attacked a facility in Venezuela.
Well, wait, this appears to be the first time that the U.S. has carried out a land strike inside Venezuela after launching dozens of deadly strikes on alleged drug boats. But the president is providing few details, only to say that there was a major explosion in the dock area where they load the boats up with drugs. But the president refused to say whether the military or the CIA were involved in this operation.
Yeah, still more.
We're at war, people. Food prices gonna go more higher. Medical is gonna be outrageous. The real estate is starting to fall. Numbers are coming down. Houses are still astronomically high, but now you can find a house now for about 480, 550,000 now in certain middle class neighborhoods in LA. They was at 800,000, 700,000 before. The prices have been dropping. The real estate's going to bottom out. It's going to drop. It's gonna completely ass out in a minute. When that happens, we're gonna be in a real recession then. Real recession. It's coming. These prices have to come down. The wars are gonna make the prices come down. There's wars on three fronts. I think I got some news about Taiwan, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I'll just tell you. China just told Taiwan if they try to sue for peace and all this other shit and and continue to be sovereign, meaning they're being a Taiwanese government and not become a part of China, that they're gonna attack them. So we got wars about to happen on all three, four fronts. Even the Koreans say they back the Chinese. The Koreans say if any country were to join in helping defend Taiwan from any attacks from China, that they will be attacked by North Korea. So we're in some real volatile times. We're in some end times right now. Israel's not relenting on killing the people in Gaza. We're in some real killing times right now. America is itching to pull missiles and shoot them at the Venezuelan people. The Venezuelan people are sitting over there ready to fight. They've been training civilians. It's going to be another Vietnam fucking with the Venezuela. They might drop missiles all over it and have it in rubble, but when them fucking Marines and whoever got to come in there and occupy it, them people is going to try to go fucking ape shit on their ass. That's where we go.
If you want me to beat the fuck out of you, I'll be more than happy.
And that's what the fuck they're saying right now. The Venezuelan people are saying, if you want me to beat the fuck out of you, come on. I know the American military is mighty. You got all kind of drones, all kind of shit. And if they would just start shooting, if they do some crazy shit like Israel and start killing and blowing up people in the civilian areas, man, Trump, bro, be cool, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, Trump, man, you're gonna end up under the jail. You can't hide. You cannot hide, bro, as president forever. Whatever these people are asking you to do, dog. Whatever these people are asking you to do, tell them I'm cool, man. I'm not gonna do that no more. We got to do some shit different, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm gonna do a short one today, man. This has been the Corner Store Podcast. Come back, holler at me on Thursday. I have some more information about what's going on out there. Hopefully, I can get me a guest soon. We had a puppeteer that's coming this January that used to work with Jim Henson. That's the famous puppeteer for the Muppets. And he was a puppeteer that worked for Mr. Henson. He's going to be on Corner Store Podcast very soon. Please like, subscribe, and comment on all the Corner Store Television, Corner Store Podcast, and all the other content on my channel. I appreciate you. Check out the new stories I got on my channel. A lot of new music I done dropped from artists from the past. Please check us out, and we'll catch you later next time on the next episode of Corner Store Podcast. Peace.